Hello, everyone, and welcome to Racers United, Season 2, Round 3, Saudi Arabia, more known as Jeddah. Through the start, you've probably seen me inviting people. We have 17 people on the grid today, which should leave. Actually, we are going to be testing out a full qualification format for this weekend. A couple of changes have occurred since we last raced. Now, for the rules and flags, let's go here. So first, the formation lap has been turned off. As you might remember in last round, 3 drivers got disqualified off the start of the race because of the formation lap. Not too sure what happened there, but it shouldn't happen again. Now, on to the simulation settings. This used to be on simulation reduced. It is now on standard. Obviously, drivers will have to navigate their way through the fast, twisty, and tight turns through the Jeddah Corny Street circuit. So, that did get turned down. It was also just to improve racing altogether. I know Captain Smack needs another invite. Okay, so we should have 17 people on the grid. Everyone is alive and confirmed attendance. So, all good. Louis and Coco, who need invites last. I think we're gonna get straight into. Sorry, one last thing. The start is delayed by around 10 minutes, so we'll be getting this lobby going in around 10 minutes time. Coco has just asked if we are doing
Charles Leclerc.
Okay. Anyways, so yeah, Coco just asked about the national anthem. We will do that now.
Oh.
Okay, so
Can you play the Norwegian afterwards? I will sing, I promise.
Oh, shut.
Well, that's a devious laugh. Holy shit.
Yeah, shut up, everyone.
My controller won't connect. What the fuck? Please.
Okay, right, everyone, please be silent for the national anthem. Yeah, just don't speak for it, please. Okay.
Are you gonna start it soon?
We're starting it now, okay?
You better.
وارفع الخفاق أخضر يحمل النور المسطر ردد الله أكبر يا موطني عشت فخر المسلمين عاش الملك للعلم والوطن
سارعين بالمجد والعليا مجدي لخالق السماء
وارفع الخفاق أخضر يحمل النور المسطر ردد الله أكبر يا موطني عشت فخر المسلمين عاش الملك للعلم والوطن
Yes.
I can't be the only one that not tried to hold my laugh so fucking up.
No, you're not the only one.
Man just said Allah Akbar or something.
You just said Allah Akbar 3 times. I'm not. I was pissing myself.
I don't know if man wants Saudi Arabia to live or wants it to die. Man is the guy that decides the decisions, life decisions of Saudi Arabia.
I am global player elite. I play critical strike.
What the? Critical strike, okay.
Critical strike. I sold my kid and my dog for good internet connection, and well, I forgot to plug in my PC, so now I play Formula 1.
Okay, right. One final thing before we get the lobby underway. We're obviously Captain Smack. Please be quiet.
Only for my
Captain Smack. Please?
Yes.
Please be quiet. Okay, right.
Why, my love?
Okay, right. Before we get the lobby underway, just go through a few things. Obviously, a reminder: don't reset the track. That's a given. You'll get a penalty point per reset, which we catch you doing. Still, other drivers can report it, and if you do it multiple times, it can accumulate to like a grid penalty, etc. So just don't do that. Ghosting is turned on, so when going back on track, you don't have to be as cautious, but try not to get in the way of other drivers because it's kind of annoying being invisible inside of someone. So just mainly just stick to the rule, but it shouldn't be as hectic and there should be less damage. Also, it's a it's a track full of blind spots, so when you're not in a lap, just stick off the racing line and be prepared for another driver to come flying behind you. So just give them space and remember to use the steam room. Do not take your anger out on someone in general. There was a bit of that last race, which is never good. So just remember, keep it in the steam room so you don't have to argue with anyone and prevent yourself from getting a penalty. Right, we're just waiting on Louis now. He said he's joining up in the lobby, so...
Yeah, I'm just getting onto the game now.
Yep, okay, perfect. We'll wait a couple of minutes for you. Also, a reminder, this is full quali, so you don't need to blow your beans out in the first quali lap.
2 people are going to be out in Q1.
As for your first out lap, don't use... don't use inters. Don't use inters. Okay?
What?
Is it raining?
It's something which happens in certain league races. Well, certain leagues, actually.
Is it going to fucking rain?
But yeah, just
Please don't.
keep it on the slicks.
If it rains, Jake, the next time you see me is with a lost wheel and in the wall.
So basically during quali.
Yeah, that's going to be...
Underground, the session will be commencing in a few minutes time.
Can I get an invite, please?
Yes, okay. That's actual everyone's cue that we're nearly ready to get this underway. I'll see you online. Okay. Wait, I need to quickly confirm everyone's in the right teams beforehand. Yes. Sorry, Box, we don't have a driver for you today. Always sad. Always sad.
Loner.
Okay, everyone can ready up now. Right, okay, you're all gonna get kicked. You're all getting kicked out of the VC now. See you after the race and have a good race. Also, if you do go out of qualifying, I will be looking to interview you midway through. So if you get pulled in the commentator VC, just get ready to give your thoughts on it. Okay, right, everyone, get out of my VC and have a good race.
Ready?
Okay, right. Let's get this going then. Whoa. So we're getting underway for the qualifying session, actually. Let's go with tradition and go with this. Hello everyone, welcome to Saudi Arabia. The session just gets underway now. Let's get everything here. We've got 17 drivers on the grid, all fighting it out to be in the top 15. Only 2 drivers will be out of the session in this first qualification session. That rhymed. Okay. Yes, we see everyone here. Oh, okay, some guys on Int. I don't think he got the memo. He might have not been in the debrief. But let me just quickly ping that guy. Winters. Oh, it does. Might be too late. Okay. You know what? Okay, never mind. Since it's the first time it's happened, like, since it's the first time it's the first quali format, there was no real rule against it, so I guess he could technically do it in the terms of the rules. Anyways, here we go. We've got Louis PH trying to get past one of the Mercedes, or both of the Mercedes, on his outlap here, given no space here. And both the Mercedes have spun out, and that gives Halarex a 5 gray split penalty for colliding with his teammate there. Sparks will be flying around in the Mercedes pit garage right now. That is very weird. Oh, give me 1 second, actually. Just before these laps get underway. This is so scary. Why can't I find anything? Why can't I find it? Why can't I find it? Am I just stupid? Am I just stupid? Might be stupid. Might be very stupid. Oh, okay, I found it. Okay. Sorry, give me 1 second before. Oh, never mind. Okay. Here we go. Let's see who's starting the lap first. I think it's actually... Oh, it is the Aston Martin of Louis here, beginning his lap first. Goes into turn 1, takes as much curb as you like. Very, very nice on the exit. We did see a Aston Martin spin out in qualification in Jeddah today, actually. That same corner, it was Fernando Alonso. Taking a lot of curb there as well. That is very, very nice. Very, very clean. He actually is using a set of softs here. I would personally go for the mediums. He might be saving them for the race, or maybe even Q2. He runs a bit wide there. And now going into the fast elevated left-hander, purple sector 1. I think that was quickly beaten by the... Oh, actually, no, let's cancel that for a second. There's been a massive collision between... Oh, who's on the first sight of this? It is Captain Smek. Okay, what's happened here then? There's been a 4-car build-up. Oh, that is a blind spot. What has happened there? Someone needs to fill us in on that. And that leaves 4 cars out of Q1 already. That is... Wow. So drivers now are all safe. They just don't want to be out of the session. Okay. I'm not too sure what happened there. Why do we always miss the good stuff? Yeah, why do we always miss this stuff? Anyways, we've got Seth Martin on soft compound tires, beginning his lap. Here we go. Let's see what he does into turn 1. He can keep it nice and clean. As long as he doesn't DNF, he's effectively made it through. I really hope someone has a clip which we can rewatch that. And Sid Daisy sets the fastest lap in Q1 so far for 1:36. And that's the only time being set so far. We're going to try to get some insight on what just happened momentarily. See Seth Martin rounding the fast and twisty technical part of Sector 1 as Black Major for 1:28.6 is now being challenged by Seth Martin, who gets a purple Sector 1. Also, the game has been pretty buggy recently, which could mean it is a bug by the game itself. Anyways, the box goes only 3/10 off of Black Major there. But Seth Martin, he is the challenger here. Let's see what he can produce. He has got purple Sector 1. He gets the DRS flap nice and open now when he backs off of the lap. What's happened there? Anyways. Okay, let's see. Okay, we gonna try get an interview from a Ferrari driver here. Oh my. We're gonna try get an interview from a Ferrari driver here. Let's pull in. Actually, let's pull them both in because they were both involved in the incident there. All right, hello, 2 Ferrari drivers. Hello. What happened? There was a 4-car build-up?
I came around the corner and the Red Bull was in the middle of the track. He was moving as well. I don't know what he was doing. He must have spun, but instead of waiting for cars to pass, he was trying to turn around in the middle of the track when I came through. So yeah.
Yeah, that is sort of unfortunate. As obviously, this track is known for its technical. Well, actually, it's got loads of blind spots on the track. Which
Yeah. It's not gonna be too big of a problem. I figure there's gonna be quite a bit of carnage in the first corner and the mid. So starting the back might not be too bad. But we have 25 laps, so.
as we see, there's was here spinning out nearly twice now. So there was obviously 2 Ferraris which DNF'd there. So what happened to the second one? Did he just come around the corner and saw a 2-car build up and smashed into
Yeah,
it?
I was in front, I was in front of him, and there was just like this Red Bull, and he was like fully on track and reversing onto the racing line, and I just can't do anything and drove straight into him. So unlucky, I guess. But you've seen the race, what we could do.
Yeah, I mean, have you done any practice? Have you seen like what your race pace is?
I've done some like against AI, but not like online rallies against other people. So I'm pretty confident about my pace, but I don't know how fast these guys are because I didn't attend in the first 2 races. So we will see what I can do or what we can do. So it was pretty unlucky, but
Little play for on the race.
go.
You'll see Theo spin there. Yeah, that's it's unlucky, and I wish you the best in the race. Enjoy Q2 and Q3. Oh, actually, quickly, who do you think looks strong for pole position?
The box.
Yeah. I can agree with that. I think he's pretty strong. I don't know how strong he is on Jeddah, but the first 2 races he won, and so I think he's a good pole and win today.
Yeah, hopefully for me at least. Yeah. Okay. All right. Enjoy the remaining qualifying sessions, and unlucky with that, obviously. Hopefully it goes better in the race. All right. See ya.
Bye.
Let's put these back in. Right. Okay. So that is what happened. There was a 3 or potentially 4-car build up there, caused by one driver spinning, and when he was trying to get it back on the track, instead of ghosting, they didn't ghost him, which is something EA definitely needs to fix. It's not the first time it's caused drivers to be unable to participate in sessions. At least it is not like what happened last week where they got disqualified. They do have the chance to make up for it in the race. So obviously it's still all to play for. Okay, we see AJ here. I think he's going into the pit lane. I haven't seen much drivers on laps here because obviously it's only Q1 and everyone here right now is safe. So let's see what Johnny set on the inters. I think for the quali format, inters could be an alright thing to set or allow even. It's not really causing any harm here. He's getting caught up to though quickly by the pass of Seth Martin, and he's only on that lap. Well, they might be both on that laps here because they are both saving ERS. Yeah, Seth Martin, I don't think he's on a lap. Oh, Halarex just sets a P7 lap of a 1:33.7. We'll be looking to improve on that if he does want to make it out of Q2. Coco, let's also see him. That's actually kind of unfortunate as well, because now the quest for Q3 will only see 2 people out of the session. It's kind of unfortunate. Right. Oh. Stopping on the line there. Let's see some of these intertimes then. Got the tread on, you know. We'll have literally 0 grip going around those corners. Okay, wait. Let me pull Louis in himself, the man himself. He was also, I believe, he was involved in the incident. Hello, speaking with Louis here, the Aston Martin driver who is out of the session currently. And what happened? I mean, were you involved in that incident with the Ferraris?
No, I wasn't. On my hot lap going onto the back straight, I had too much carb and I just spinned it, lost it, didn't save it.
It's kind of unfortunate as well, because if you didn't make any mistake, actually, if you just kept the lap, like, you know, you didn't have to push too hard in that lap. But I don't think, I mean, I think the incident happened just behind you, actually. So
Oh.
I think,
Yeah, I saw some yellow flags behind.
yeah, it's unfortunate. Wait, what team? You were in Aston Martin. What do you think of your teammate's performance so far? He is currently running in P10.
To be honest with you, I haven't been watching it, but from the sounds of it and the lap time, I think I made a mistake on his lap because he's currently 4 seconds off the guy ahead of him. So, bit shocking to be honest with you, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it might just be a banker lap. He didn't necessarily. He's not necessarily needing to push at all. He just wants to keep it safe, because if you do DNF, it does deny your entry into the next qualifying session.
Yeah. It does.
Yeah, I think we see most drivers just driving around on track now, just getting used to it. And ramping it up a bit for Q2.
Yeah, he's got some front wing damage as well.
Oh yeah. Is it M plate? Let's see if we can see it.
M
Yeah,
plate,
we can see it, yeah. Right M plate. Okay, yeah. Who do you think's looking good for pole right now? We've had people say the box so far. And you get some invites in. But yeah, who do you think's looking good for pole?
Black Maya or ATGCS.
Black Major or ATG? Okay. That's a very interesting choice there. ATG, I don't think he set his best lap yet. But nobody has to set the best lap. Seth Martin has retired in the pits. He knows he's made it through. ABC getting some possibly race runs on those medium compound tires. Yeah. Alright, I'll let you go. Enjoy the rest of qualifying. Unfortunate with the incident. Well, the spin. But yeah, good luck in the race.
Thank you.
Okay, that was Louis there in the Aston Martin. I'm just trying to get something. Okay. The only person out on track right now, actually, never mind. No, it's not. I want to see Theo here. He said purple, sector 2. And he spins it. He bins it. He didn't have to do that. He's binned it. Oh, no. He was trying out his pace there. And bins it just on the entry into the final sector of the track. All he had to do was maneuver through that corner, and that lap would have been his. Oh, that is very unfortunate. I'm going to invite in TP back though, but he's a very fast driver. That is really bad for him. Really unfortunate that he spun it there. I can't seem to find him. Let's have a look. Since everyone's retiring in the pits now, maybe. Why can't I find it in here? In TP. Oh, it's Halorex, maybe, that's why. Anyways, well, ABC on the medium tires. He's been on them for a couple of laps now. Just testing out his pace. Okay, right. Some people, I don't think... Yeah, some people don't know that if you retire in the pits, you get into Q2 still. That's only if you DNF on the track. Okay. How long is left of this quality section, actually? We've got ABC. I don't know if that was... Oh, no, he's got low fuel mode. Okay. That's Voss. I don't think... He doesn't need to set a lap here, but he's just testing out his pace a little bit. There's still a yellow flag in set. Oh, it's because he's got low fuel mode, so we won't be able to see the end. Or what time is left in the quality session. That's kind of annoying. Right. Oh, Coco actually. Purple sector 2. Okay, here we go. Nice as you're like rounding out the final corner. Going down the fast straight opens up the DRS. He's set up for a 129.9 there. Didn't get the best final sector. Middle sector though did get purple. Okay, why can't we see how long's left in the quali session? That is very annoying. Oh, okay, there we go. He's back in the pits now. It was only 30 seconds left of quali. And now Coco's just warming up his tyres a bit. Let's pull those wires. He's getting 7 seconds off his 140 now. So that's like a 133. And still all to gain in these final 2 sectors. He is a bit buggy on my screen, at least. Let's see what he can produce. As he rounds into sector 2. The quick left right-hander, which actually got changed this year. He's purple sector 2 again. So all these times are to play for in qualifying 2. Okay, here we go. Goes around 205 miles an hour there, just before going hard on the brakes. Very nice into the final corner. And, did he spin a bit there? I'm not too sure. The game can be fairly deceiving when someone's lagging. And it is a 131.4. That'll put him up into P8, but it won't matter though, because he is still into Q2 nonetheless. Okay, here we go. Let's see how many people actually made it into Q2, because obviously it's a bit mixed. And here we've got to see Coco limp it back to the pit lane as he goes through the final few sectors. And the hard fuel. Also, I'm actually got some chicken right now. Did he have a wing actually? I don't. Did I see him? Yeah, he does have a wing. Yeah, round in the final corner. Gonna go into the pit lane. Very nice. Very slow, very nice. Just making some stuff with the chicken. It's a long quali session. Everyone get your quali grub in. Leave it to me mid-race. Pushed into the pit then. Now take a couple seconds for the session to end. Okay, there we go. 11 people into Q2. Theo obviously spun it. We saw that actually. We saw that incident, and then there's an incident which saw 3 people out qualifying, which would have been our top 15. So not too sure. what happened there, but we should see one driver out of the session in Q2 now. Let's just quickly get all these incidents up so we can go. Okay, let's see what happened here. So, hit the NF on his own accord. These three, actually, no. I'm not too sure how Forza DNF. Dresden, these three are the ones who had a collision. And then Louis spun it on his lap, which is unfortunate. We would have seen a lot more happen, but I don't know. It's the game just does what the game does, you know. Also interesting to note, both of the Inters, well, not both Alfa Romeos, were on Inters. Why does the session take so long to finish? Gotta love it. Oh, there we go. And here we go. Quali 2 will start soon. But yeah. I don't know why the game didn't ghost him, especially when ghosting is turned on. If you spin or you're going slow, the game should normally just ghost you. But I guess also drivers do have a responsibility to get back on track safely, even if there's plenty of blind spots on the track. Okay, here we go. Quali 2 has started. Let's see. Let's get all this telemetry data, bro. Let's go to the Williams with Sid Dizzy here in Q2. Okay. First driver out on track. Every driver knows now. It's time to get those nice lap times in. Though it doesn't really count all that much until Q3. Yeah, there's only one person will be exiting this session. So unless someone DNFs actually. But let's hope that doesn't happen for the sake of entertainment. Move to a side so we can get ready for some laps in this second qualifying session. Just need to finish him. Interesting how a Mercedes is following so close to Williams and he's trying to go for an overtake. I mean, the Williams just going to let it happen. It's our first overtake of the race there. Halarex swoops past the Mercedes, or maybe he just wants the media attention because he is going to get it now in the first person to begin his lap. Round in the final corner, foot down on the throttle. Here we go. Let's also bear in mind that Sid Dizzy will get a toasty slipstream into turn 1, but the distance might be too far too soon because it will hold him up quite a bit. He won't want to try overtake him on the hot lap though, and he will be able to hold him up as much as he likes considering they are both on hot laps. That might actually also lead Seth Martin to join the pack there, with people who will be affected by sort of trim building up in quali right now. Let's see if we can produce in sector 1. It'll be a 34 flat. What does Stay Dizzy get? It is a... We didn't get to see that. Okay, anyways, Halarex continuing on his lap right now. Gonna go to the very nice quick left right hander. He's gonna come up onto some oncoming traffic here at the box. The box is just gonna let them both go by without any issues. Here we go. As he goes to the second DRS zone now. Has he backed off the lap? He is. Oh no, he's charging. That's going to hold up Stay Dizzy just a bit more. And he's going to try. You actually will be able to just get the overtake done if he does have the ERS for it. Okay, let's see. Let's see Stay Dizzy here. Gets the overtake done. That means RX will not be able to get a faster lap than him. Round to final corner. But down on the throttle, he has more ERS. Questions are, why RX doesn't have as much ERS? Why was he not conserving? We'll never know. It's a 131 to start us off, and here we go, we've got the box. Completing his out lap. Let's see what he can produce. There should be some cars finishing their laps now. Gianni for 131.6. And AJ out of the session. Let's see what's happened to him. I'm going to see Captain Smek here. Let's see if he's hit it off on track somewhere. Oh, that's in the middle of the track there. People will have to slow down if that doesn't get cleared up by the time they get to it. You see the next driver here on a hot lap here. Black Major sets a purple sector 2. Okay, the car hasn't been cleared yet, and oh, it will affect his lap. Yes, he's going to have to back out of that one. That was a big scare. The box sets a purple sector 2, 2 seconds faster than the first person we were on board with, Stay Dizzy. So we're already into the 129s here. Could be into the 127s soon. This is only quali 2. Everyone should be able to calm down. Once the box has set his lap, everyone is safe. Which means we could have a swift entry to Q3, depending on if everyone retires in the pits. Anyways, here we go. He's going to come up to some traffic of Stay Dizzy. Let's see how they will handle it. There's just a tyre on the track there. If that happened in Australia, could have been and Stay Dizzy here. Holding up the box a little bit, but it won't stop his charge to the line. Let's see what he can get. It's going to be a 1:29.1. That's 1.099 seconds faster than anyone else on the grid right now. Everyone will be challenging that lap now. Gianni, we've seen good pace from him in previous races. Hasn't had the best luck. Coming out the pits. No, he's coming into the pits. He won't have to set a lap though or worry. Let's follow the Aston Martin of Lesser Waters onto La Patrol. Parole. I feel like I said that very zestily, very nicely. But anyways, here we go. He's getting the tyre nice and warm on his out lap here, and the tyre is still on the track. That's a really big hazard. Questions would ask, why has that not been cleared yet by the stewards? That's a very interesting line. Take the out lap. That might have been a glitch though, because he hasn't had the best connection so far for qualifying. Anyways, let's see what he can produce. He's still, I believe he was charging there. Yeah, he's very, very buggy on our screens. Let's hope that doesn't affect anything in the race. But as long as he sets a time here, he doesn't have to take it too hard. He should be able to just get into Q3 nice and easily. If I was any of these drivers in the situation right now, I would just set a lap, go in the pits, and retire. No point in risking a DNF. You made it through safely, and I don't think that isn't a purple sector 1. It was a 34 there. The fastest we've seen so far is a 32, so it is a game just being buggy. But it's besides the point. Let's follow him as he finishes up this lap. Going through sector 2 now. We'll encounter his second DRS straight of the lap. See what he can go for. You know, it's purple, but I don't believe it's actually a purple sector. The tyre's still there, so let's hope someone doesn't accidentally hit it and go flying off the track. Okay, here we go. He rounds the final corner. Let's see what he can produce. It's a 1:31.8, which will put him up into Q and Q6, P6. No lobby cars are equal in the ladder. I don't know if you're watching the stream right now. see what you said. It is, yeah, it is definitely on the right settings. And Coco, another purple sector. I don't believe it's a purple sector, though. It's very, very, very doubtable. Let's see what he can produce. So it's around a second off, or maybe less than a second off of what was actually set as the purple sector. Captain Smek retires in the pit lane. He doesn't need to go out and set another lap. Jani retires in the pit lane. Doesn't need to go out and set another lap. They're going to be saving themselves for Q3, where you have to unleash the true pace. And we can see he's around 2 seconds faster than what this Welsh was going for right now. So he could actually be in contention for P1 here. I would say provisional pole, but we are not in Q3 just yet. We've got around 6 minutes to go until that. Anyways, here we go, round in the final corner. Put down DRS open. It will be a 29.4, 3 temps off of the box. Here we go, we've got some competition now to the box. The time's getting ever faster. The torque has obviously ramped up since the box has been on, but that could, but it means something, but in league racing it could mean nothing, based on what I've seen before. And we'll see Halarex here, literal 0 ERS. Some would ask, does he know that you can turn the ERS deployment off? Because that will affect his lap by a lot of temps, and a lot of temps is the difference between P1 and P10 in many worlds. Yeah, see, look, he's improved by 3 temps, but imagine if he had the ERS, because this track is foot on the throttle, foot on the throttle, foot on the throttle. And using it all up in your outlap is going to give you none in the session, and going below 10% ERS will affect your straight line speed. Sitting there at 0, you'll have no deployment whatsoever, which means you will not be having any straight line speed. You'll be like, bye-bye straight line speed. A Black Major actually does need to set a lap if he wants to contest ATGCS, Infinite more known as. Anyways, here we go. As he begins his outlap, Major just keeping it nice and steady. Nice and steady. Steady as you like it. This man has shown a true qualifying pace in the first 2 rounds of Racers United so far. Let's hope he can make it 3 for 3 and show us what he's made of. He's been a man of many talents. Hopefully he can make Jeddah one of his specialist tracks and produce a beautiful performance for us to watch today. Anyways, we'll see him now just getting the tyres nice and toasty. Halarex is still on the track. I think he was trying to go for another lap here. He's got fuel mode on and no ERS. That is very, very strange. And he's going to barely make it back to the pits alive. And Black Major going a bit speedy on his outlap. But as long as he sets a lap, it doesn't matter if it's a 129 or a 150. It's just a lap which he needs to get himself into Q3. It's been a bit anticlimactic the first 2 sessions because of obviously what happened with the free drivers incident. It was unfortunate, and it's definitely another reason why you should always keep it safe and just wait for any cars to pass you. Anyways, you see Black Major beginning his lap. Is he going to try to go for purple? Or is he just going to try to play it safe? Let's hope it's purple for entertainment purposes. Keep it nice and tight with the wall there. Gotta love it. He's on board here. Goes a bit wide there. That'll affect his lap time greatly. Still keeps it nice and steady with the wall though. By the looks of it, he definitely went for a higher speed setting. Anyways, let's see what he produces in Sector 1. It's a 32.2. That is definitely on par to be with P1 right now. He did make a mistake in the lap, so there is definitely a lot to improve on. Anyways, see him swooping through left, right. Now onto his first main DRS straight for the lap. But it's actually his second DRS straight. The first one, which is entirely within the lap, which he does. The OG on F1 2019. A bit OG, and he says purple sector 2 there. I haven't seen the time screen being that reliable for quality so far, but this one definitely could be accurate. Is he now rounds the final corner. Very wide, not too tight with the wall, and not too tight in the exit either. It will be enough, though, to settle him for a 128.2. 9 tenths off of the box. And now the competition is getting closer and closer. And that will see everyone here into Q3 now, unless have an event where they all DNF. Let's hope that doesn't happen. We're going to finish the laps and then probably head back into the pit lane. Anyone crossing the line now will not have enough time to finish the lap. Is he going to go on the pits or is he going to go for the lap? It looks to be a 130.2. That's a 1.3 second improvement. Take a bow, my friend. As well, there's also, I think he's just going on some, oh, he spins it and he nearly loses his wheel there. That is very risky from Raven there. We're going to call him Raven. That's what he is on the Discord. Raven, very, very, very risky there. That's why you do not always need to push inside the quali. It's a big gamble, and sometimes that gamble doesn't pay off. He lost the gamble, but then he won the gamble of saving his tires. You've got to spin a certain way so your tires do not come off when you hit a wall. You can obviously practice your lines here when you're on your in lap, but that was very scary, and I'm glad he didn't DNF from it. Oh yeah, Black Major would actually be able to go and set another lap if he wanted to, but he'll be doing it under hard fuel conditions. Anyways, here we go. He's now in the pit lane. He's retiring in the pit lane, which is all good. The session is officially over, and that will see us into Q3, apart from ATJC, who does DNF in the session earlier on. With no wing. He's just gonna... Oh, kicked him out of the session. That's always very lovely. Let's try get him back in it then. There we go. I sent him an invite. Send him a double invite even. Okay. Whilst this is getting ready for Q3. Let's go. They've got Black Major. Living up to his name. 8 times ahead of anyone else. I don't think that many people were pushing on that lap though. Because obviously only one person was getting eliminated, and that was decided pretty early on. Chicken here, lads. Getting some chicken. Yeah. Let's go. Right, here we go then. Q3 is underway. This is where everyone's lap times will matter. This will decide your starting position for the main race. This boss needs one more invite. Let's try get it quickly. There we go. First person on track is Dizzy, followed by ABC. Okay, let's follow him on his outlap then. He was in the 130s, I believe, in the first 2 qualifying sessions. Be looking to improve and maybe getting the 129s or even 128s. Could see him in the top 5 potentially. Anyways, here we go. Rounding the nice left-hander. Once you get those tyres nice and toasty before he begins his lap. Speed, and you can tell there's no ERS or fuel mode in the car because 170 top speed, very, very bad. Imagine that just like, I don't know, imagine every car's going 210 miles an hour, you're going 170. Get overtook even without the DRS. Anyways, here we go. Stay dizzy, begin his lap, and ABC, or maybe in Seth Martin actually, spins out and loses some of his wing, I think. Lets the cars pass like he should. And anyways, let's follow Stay Dizzy as he rounds the final corner, gets his foot on the DRS, takes a long way around the straight, begin his lap. Here we go. You can see it's not 170 miles per hour anymore. He brakes with turn 1, goes down into 3rd gear, 2nd gear now. Nice and smooth on the throttle. Nearly spins it a bit though, but manages to keep the car steady. How much wall is he going to take that? He takes a lot of wall there. Nice exit. Slow in, fast out. Or maybe fast in and fast out for him here. Nice, nice, very nice. Take as much curb as you like. Nearly hits the wall there. He might have hit the wall there actually. There we go. As he finishes sector 1, what time do you get? You'll get a 1:30. No, you get a 32.9. We've seen better in Q2. Obviously, this is a bank lap. He might not be on fresh tyres. It looks like he is though. But that's just depiction. Anyways, here we go. Let's see. Oh, he spins out actually, and ends up in a barrier. No wheel lost though, and he's going to round himself back on track. There's a Mercedes of Halarex on his fast lap actually. Of course, and he's got so low ERS again. It's kind of frustrating to see. He's just like, he's got so much potential, and it's just like, wow, I don't even know. Anyways, help sector 2 from ABC there. That is a very speedy sector 2 time. Anyways, let's see. He rounds the final corner into 2nd gear. That's a very risky gear to go in. Jabbing the throttle there could see you out the session. Okay, hitting the wall. And it's a 1:29.9. That's the representative time that everyone needs to beat now. The box on his out lap just came out of the pit lane. Coco. Let's follow him on his lap. He set the second fast time and he spins out and he loses wing. He's going to have to get back to the pits very fast. And Gianni, out of nowhere, 1:27.9. Straight into those high times now. Let's follow Black Major though. The man who can stop Gianni. Gets a 1:1. Okay, it's purple sector 2. That's around 1 second up on the times we've seen before. Here we go. See what he can produce in sector 3. He's speedy. Will it be enough though? Find out in a few seconds. You see him round the final corner in 4th gear. That is definitely a different gear to everyone else. Foot down on the throttle. Gets on the DRS. Keep it tight to the wall. And let's see what he produces. So only a 1:28.6. Gianni out of nowhere. So that's 7 tenths faster than anyone else right now. We haven't seen the box though. As he rounds the final corner to begin his lap. Let's see what the box can produce. Foot down on the throttle. DRS open. It's won the first 2 rounds with Racers United so far. Gianni looks to be the one to try and stop him right now. But anyways, let's see. He rounds the first few corners very nice on the curb. Doesn't take as much as you would think. But it is the box here. He can produce mighty laps when he needs to. Anyways, he's going for the fast right, fast left, blind corners. If the car spins out, he's doomed here. He's got no sight whatsoever. Anyways, onto the first main straight. This used to be a DRS straight until it got removed this year, or last year even. It's a 32.3. I don't think that'll be fast enough to compete with Gianni right now, who is on a 1:27. He looks to be competing with Black Major for P2 actually. Let's see what he can produce. Going through another fast left and right hander. This track is just so smooth and you love to see the cars going around it. It's so nice. Let's go on to the broadcast view now as we see him open up the DRS. Let's look out for his top speed here. We've seen top speeds of 205 going in here, and it is 205 again, just barely though, and it's a 1 point, oh, it's a 1 second point, 1 minute 6. Go through sector 2. That is around 6 times faster than Black Major, which will be competing with Gianni as he rounds the final corner in 3rd gear. Different to Black Major, goes into 4th gear, foot down on the throttle, DRS open, nice and tight with the wall. Let's see what he can produce. It is a 1:27.8, and he sticks it on provisional pole position. 1/10 ahead of Gianni. Gianni needs to go out and do another lap to try and steal that from the box. His competition is heating up now. Coco, we haven't seen him do a lap yet, but he has shown some incredible pace so far in qualifying. He did spin out and lose his wing. He's getting his practice in now, though, as the track's just ramping up more and more. The grip will be there for these drivers soon. The Invalidate be doing some practice laps anyways. Let's watch it. Lavas, who's on a lap, I think, opens up the DRS. Around, let's see, around 2 seconds off of the box. That's okay. He can still compete with the midfield. Let's see. As he opens up the DRS, see what mile per hour he can get up to. It's a different gun. Oh, and he... Oh, okay. That must have been a game bug because it looked like he spun out there, but he didn't. Rounds the final corner. Foot down on the throttle. In 4th gear. DRS open. Let's see what he can do. He doesn't actually keep it as tight to the wall as others. And it's only a 1:30.7, but it will put him up into P6. And now, let's see Coco as he's about to round the final corner. Let's see what he can produce. Here we go. Ooh, revs up the throttle. Revs up the engine even. Quite a lot on that. The final corner in 2nd gear. Anyways, he's definitely went for a higher speed setup as he goes 207 in the speed trap there. Let's go. Nice with the curb. Taking as much of the track as he needs, or going as much of the track off as you need. Anyways, let's see as he continues on the lap. Can be quite deceived. You could be... the track is quite deceitful. The track is defined by the white lines, not the curb. The curb, for most of this track, is actually like to the right, so on the inside of the track compared to the outside of the track, where it is on most tracks. But obviously, since the walls are so tight together, there's barely any chance you can get an invalid lap unless you're going through corners like this, where there's more open runoff area. Anyways, he set out 33.6, not purple. It was around 3 tenths off of what box set. And he is in provisional pole, so he's around... Oh, it's a 101.3, 1.3 off of the box's lap so far, which could leave him contending for P4. We're told to play for in this final sector. This could be the make or break corner as he rounds it. He also does have more high speed, so he will get more time in this final sector. And here we go as he rounds the final corner. Put down on the throttle in 6th gear. Keeping it tight to the wall like the other drivers. And it's a 1:29.1, and that'll see him into P4. We've only got 2 minutes 50 left of this qualifying session. Oh, Captain Smack nearly hits the wall there. Luckily, there was a lot of runoff there for him to go off onto. We'll see RTG Gaming get the DRS open. Was that a 33, which we saw on that lap there? It was a 1:02. Oh no, he's down on the lap right now, which is unfortunate for him. Let's see Seth Martin. It's a 1:01.7. It's going to be competing for P5 or P4 here. Actually, could be competing for P4. It all depends on what he gets in this final sector. Hello, Mr. Streamer. That doesn't read the chat. Mr. Streamer does read the chat. Okay, so he rounds the final corner. In 2nd gear, we've seen a mix and match of what drivers can produce in that final sector. Anyways, as we see him, it's a 1:29.5, and that'll see him into P5. The midfield here is protected by around 4 attempts each. Okay, we need to invite quickly back into this boss, back into the game. Okay, Coco, looks like he hit the wall there. Lovely. Okay, Black Major. He's... Oh no, he's done a double out lap. Okay. See, is he going to stay in the pits? Or is he going to go in the pits, or is he going to go out for a lap? Let's have a look. My prediction right now, I think it's going to be between the box or Gianni. Hopefully the box for my sake. But Gianni also is the underdog here. He hasn't had the best of the first 2 races in Australia, not being his fault. In Bahrain, spinning under the safety car. He just had a bit of misfortune so far. But let's follow Black Major as he begins his lap. Let's go. Okay, so nice and steady on the throttle. Takes as much curb as you need to there, and through the first sector, using as much of the track as humanly possible. Here we go. It is a 1:31.9. That's actually the fastest time we've seen down there so far. Black Major turning head. Let's see what he can produce. Going into sector 2 now. Gianni in the box are going to be shaking in their boots. Black Major is here, and he is not here to mess around. And there's a lot of debris on the track there. If that was simulation, he might have got a puncture. Someone must have spun there. Was it Gianni who spun? Gianni's invalid on his lap now, so he won't be able to go out and set another lap, which gives Black Major the perfect opportunity to try and steal P2 away from him, and maybe even P1 as he gets open on the DRS. He's going to go up to Captain Smek. I don't think it'll impede his lap. Captain Smek will be ready as the qualifying session now is ended. Coco in P4 won't be out to set another lap. And here we go. Duran's the final corner. It's going to be a 1:27.7, and that puts him in provisional pole position as the box is now on his lap trying to stop him. Let's see what he can produce in the first sector. He's been a bit scrappy so far. And it's a 32.1. He's 1/10 improvement, which is enough to keep it on Black Major and take pole position off of him. Let's see what he can produce in sector 2 now. Will he lose time or will he gain time? Preferably gain in time. But this fight has just came out of nowhere. Black Major's pace out of nowhere. Let's see what he can produce at the end of sector 2. Getting the DRS nice and open. 50% ERS. Yeah, I'm running out of things to say. Okay, he's still 1/10 improvement, or 2/10 improvement now, as he goes on into sector 3. Keeping it nice and steady. He doesn't have to push too hard now. He might want to show off though. But the box, is he going to make it 3 for 3? Actually, not 3 for 3. But is he going to make it a front row start for the 3rd time this season? As he rounds a final corner, gets a DRS nice and open. I think he's done it. He knows he's done it. It's a 1:27.51. And he hasn't done it. He's messed it up in the final sector. And Black Major takes pole position by 400ths. What has happened there? We all thought he'd done it. He was 2 temps up. Oh, Black Major. He's got all the pressure on him now as he rounds the final corner himself and finishes off that lap. Seth Martin comes in the pit lane in P6. Out of nowhere, Black Major takes pole position. That might be in commentator's curse. Wow. That was out of nowhere. We thought it was between Gianni and the box. Gianni did invalidate on his lap. We saw that. And then Black Major, he was in the 129s, and he goes for a 1:27.7. Wow, the battle for P3 once again is between these 3 drivers. The 3-way battle for P1. Wow, let's hope Black Major and Gianni don't collide. The middle ground right now is going to be the box. Could maybe prevent a collision. And now we're going to see all 17 drivers on the grid. I'm pretty sure everyone's still in the session. But some drivers will have cold feet now. They have not been on the track for quite a while. There you go. You can see the difference between P1 and P4 there. 1.4 seconds. But then if you look at P1 to P3, it's only 2 temps. You can definitely tell who's been practicing. Wow. What a qualifying session near the end there. It was a bit anticlimactic at the start though, with the collisions. But now all the drivers who missed out on the opportunity into Q3 will have to go and make up for it in the race now, which we're going to have, I believe, is 26 laps of non-stop action. Pretty full grid of 17 drivers. Here we go. 5 seconds until the race commences. Alpine, for the second time this season, does start in the top 5. Last race, we didn't get to see any of the Alpine, which did start in the top 5 because of the game bug. But now, without any formation lap, we're going to get straight into the action, which is going to be a very, very lovely action-packed battle as everyone goes off into turn 1. Welcome everyone. If you are just joining us, we are getting ready for the race in Jeddah. 17 drivers on the grid. Your pole sitter is Black Major. There's only a 2-temp gap between P1 and P3, which is going to prove for a very, very nice battle. Anyways, here we go. Starting 0 seconds. Okay, here we go. It's 5 red lights. And it's lights out, and away we go. Coco, somehow in P1 already. As Black Major charges down into turn 1, trying to defend from the box, who swoops into P2. Still side by side, goes for the switchback and gets the move done. Coco somehow in P1. The game must have bugged a bit there. Coco's hitting P1, but the battle for P3 is increasing. Now, as Gianni in the box, we're also fighting, and that means Black Major got his position back. We didn't get to see that, unfortunately. Captain Smek on the back of Seth Martin. Now there's a yellow flag in Sector 1, and that is for Theo here, who spins out. The safety car is, or it's a virtual safety car, is out. And Forza Rex gets a 5-second time penalty for if there's a rear collision with Louis. And Louis is out of the session already. He hasn't had much luck in the league so far. It hasn't completed a race yet, and the safety cars are already out. Black Major did take the lead of Coco, which I'm not too sure why the game done that. Yeah, very dodgy. But Coco will be happy with that. From P4 into P2. I think he's an AI driver, actually, which could be the reason why. Let me see if he's here for an invite. Okay, I don't think... where's he went? Let's try find him. Oh, there, it says he's offline, okay. I'm not too sure how that. Let's get all the telemetry on now. Position change. So, Coco, obviously in the AI car, has went into P2. The box dropped a position off the start, but that could be because of Coco, and Black Major manages to maintain his lead. Let's see who's going into the pit lane. Is anyone in the pit lane? As well, spins it under the safety car. And Forza just manages to get the overtake done there, nice and cleanly. I think he's diving into the pit lane anyways. Without a wing? Yes, he is. He very late entry there. Someone will have to ask is, how legal is that? See, 4 people in the pits here. Let's see what they all go for. Theo onto the mediums. As well as onto the hards. W Best onto the mediums. And Forza Rex serving his 5-second time penalty and going onto the mediums. Okay, so... seems like 4 people got wing damage at the start of the race. That is unfortunate for them, but we still got another 23 laps of racing to go. Or maybe 22, depending on when the safety car decides to come in. But yeah. Yeah, that's... I don't know why the game does that with the 5 red lights. It's very annoying. So yeah, everyone here has lost positions off the start because of Coco, I'd assume. You see starting in P5 into P3, or maybe, yeah, starting P5 into P3. Seth Martin hasn't lost any positions, neither has Smek. They are just sitting here very nicely. GCS did spin and bin it in qualifying 2, which didn't see him enter Q3. He's proven to have some pace so far in P2 now, or no, not P2, in P8, gaining 2 positions now. Overtaken from ABC. Halarex gained 4 positions off the start. Had an incident in Q1 which saw him out of the session. Future qualifying sessions. Sitting there, he's got a time penalty though. That's let's see what the time penalty is for. It's a 5-second time penalty, so it must have collided with someone in the safety car. Or maybe even collided with someone in the race. Yeah, unfortunately we couldn't see that. Let's see. That's a stop strategy. Obviously, if you spun out, then your strategy's completely ruined. But it's soft, medium, 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 soft, or a hard, medium, medium, hard. Oh, someone's wing just got destroyed there. ABC got... Oh, it's cut. This boss seems to have really bad connection there. Not too sure what's happening. And now people are getting penalties for ignoring the yellow flags. Yet again, F1 Masterclass. The game loves to mess around with everyone. Oh yeah, here we go. Black Major leading the pack. The Alpine leading the pack for the first time since Bahrain. But that won't stop the Box and Gianni, who are eager to get into the battle. Gianni and Black Major haven't had the best track record together, but let's hope they can produce some clean racing today. Safety car might not come in this lap because of Forza, who is on the mediums there. Anyways, see Major leading the pack. Coco, that's really frustrating. Why the game does that? Like, I honestly, I could go on a rant for about 5 days about why F122 needs to fix the game, or Codemasters even need to fix the game, but we'll be here for, as I said, 5 days. But anyways, let's see if the safety car comes in this lap. Hopefully it does. We don't want to see it stay out for too long because it will provoke us from seeing some very nice racing. Possibly staying out. Because, oh no, safety car is coming in this lap, okay. Well, Black Major's going to get his tyres nice and toasty. You see him weaving and weaving. The AI, which is ghosted, fortunately, will just be passed by everyone, I assume. But it will give Black Major a very nice... give him a very nice advantage once the safety car gets under... once the safety car ending gets underway. And... you know what? Forza might just catch up as Black Major stomps it on the throttle. He goes past the start-finish straight now. And there we go. The Box is already overtook him. Coco's already overstuck the AI. And Gianni massively gets ahead of the Box into P2. And the Box now into P3. What happened there? He's not lost or gained any positions from that. Anyways, let's have a look. Captain Smek now side-by-side with Seth Martin. Or overtakes Seth Martin now. On the hunt for ATJC. Theo overtakes Baba Isha, who is Buddabai, in the Red Bull. And there's a 5-way battle there for the points position. Seth Martin also gaining on Captain Smek here. Gained his first points in FZR the other day in the slipstream with Captain Smek. Will he go for the move? He's going to sit there. He's going to sit back and let the move happen. There's been a massive gap formed between the two sets of cars. There's Dresden, Forza, and ABC all dive into the pit lane there. Not too sure why. Let's actually follow the Boxer, who's got the pace on Gianni with the mediums compared to those hards. I don't think he's going to go for a move. He's going to sit back. He's going to sit back and try go for a move, possibly into the final corner. He does get a purple sector 2 though, which shows he definitely has the pace. He might go to 1 there. Oh, the Box nearly spins out, and Captain Smek out of the session now, and the safety car comes out again. What has just happened there? Seth Martin sort of trapped there, and oh, Captain Smek, his car looked absolutely destroyed there. Let's see everyone going past him. Wow, Captain Smek out of the race. He did say he was going to hit the wall quite a lot of times this race, which he's definitely proven himself right. But anyways, that gives everyone a chance to once again get back into the race, and the Box, who did nearly spin there just before the safety car came out, will now be able to pit for the hard compound tyres and potentially take them to the end. 20 laps on the hards will be a tall order, but it is the Box we're talking about here. And also, he can pray for another safety car to give him some hope. Anyways, he's actually fighting Halarex as he goes out the pits there. Maintains the P5. Not the best race start for him so far. Black Major, the race start of dreams, obviously being postponed by the safety car twice now. He's going to have to fight. He's going to have to hold off people again unless he decides to pit, which I don't think he will. Anyways, let's see Gianni in P2 now. Coco's dropped down a bit to P4. Probably will get disqualified for being AI driver. But yeah, let's continue to watch. Captain Smek did say he was going to hit the wall quite a lot of times in this race and has hit the wall. Won't get to see it though. Let's see if he is actually in his VC. He is in his VC. We're going to pull him in. Let's see what Captain Smek has to say. Right, okay. Hello, Captain Smek. Hello. Hello, what happened, bro? This is Captain Smek and Alfa Romeo. What happened?
I was on the outside while I tried to overtake, and he just turned left and just smacked me into the wall.
Smacked you into the wall. That's quite unfortunate. Do you think it was an incident? Do you have a clip, potentially?
Yeah. I just haven't edited the clip yet.
You able to show it to us now?
I can just wait 1 second.
Okay, perfect. Anyways, Alerex, a charge from the field, started P14, now in P6. He'd be looking to potentially get in the top 5 and battle it out for some double-digit points. Then W Best also behind, who had the incident in qualifying, is now into P7, proving his race pace. But obviously, some people have pitted and some people haven't. So once everyone gets the pits out, it will even out the field a bit more. This actually could be a race to the end for these drivers. Have you got the clip yet?
It is publishing it.
Okay. I meant to say if you can't mic come in this lap, so I'll have to look at it if it comes out again. But yeah, 2 safety cars so far. The safety car tokens are being took up like very, very quickly. I think for next race, safety car, we should turn it on reduced. But wouldn't be surprised if there was any more DNFs in this GP.
Have you seen that the Red Bull is invisible or ghost mode?
Yeah, it will probably be disqualified.
Did you see the jump start it had from the start?
Yeah. It was in P1. I was like, it was very weird.
Yeah, he started P5 right in front of me, and when the 5 red light, it just boom, and I was like,
yeah, it's really weird. I don't know, F1 is such a bugged game.
Yeah.
Gotta love it, but also gotta hate it.
He's just sitting right in front of me, and just 5 seconds later, the boom, it was at P1. I was like, what the
Okay, the safety car is in this lap. I'm gonna have to pull you back into your VC now. Actually, we'll be able to join up. I'm gonna pull you in there, right? Okay. Safety car is coming in this lap. Black Major leading the field once again. Let's see. We'll see the safety car there. We won't actually see him there. Okay, we'll see them now. Okay. Let's get all this off. Actually, let's get Rack on. Okay. Here we go. He's around the final corner. Foot on the throttle, and he will begin. He will start us off for the green flag running once again. Gianni going to be following close in a slipstream. Won't be able to make a move though. Anyone looking to make a move? Halarex won't be able to make a move. Actually, Les was. But try go side by side with the best, but the best will actually go side by side with the Mercedes to go take P6 off of him. Say Daisy in P3 now. Haven't seen much of him this race, but now running in P3 in the podium positions. The box hasn't had the best race start so far. Will be able to try and overtake the AI car, which he will do very nicely. There's a nice little battle here for P7. As Was is going to be following. Actually, no, yeah, P7. AJ is following on Raven. Oh, and Seth Martin. I think that might have been Seth Martin who hits into the back of AT there. Seth Martin will be following very closely now, trying to go side by side into the fast left-hander, and Theo trying to get in on some of the action here on the hard compound. We'll just sit back though as Seth Martin tries to fight off AT, nearly collides with him, and there's lagging everywhere. Goes off the track, goes out just ahead of AT, and AT will try and get the overtake done with him with the ERS. As well as not letting it go easy though, and he's just bit behind, was unfortunate for him. And Theo will also get the move done on him, going into the second DRS straight now, well, the third DRS straight. But, anyways, AT is getting closely followed by Theo now in the slipstream. He'll be looking to make a move once the DRS becomes available in the next couple laps. Dresden also makes moves on Les Boas. Les Boas has had a terrible safety car restart here. I think he's dropped around 5 positions off that, and the box sets the fastest lap of a 1:31.8. So faster than some people's quality times, actually. Now ABC looking to go side by side with Dresden into turn 1. Later on the brakes, still side by side. Dresden will not let it go easy, and they sort of pushes each other. ABC will have to stick behind now and wait for the next lap or potentially the next overtaking zone. Forza also in an AI car, which is really annoying. Yeah. Anyways, here we go. Let's see the box. Start the race in P2. Now in P4, he's gained a position on the AI car of Coco since the safety car restart, but not much since then. He's going to be trying to steer those tyres or nurse the tyres even, so he doesn't have to pit again. He is gaining quite rapidly though on Sid Daisy, who's also, well, you know, he's on the medium compound tyres. I don't know if he's boxed yet. I don't think he's boxed yet. Let's have a look. He hasn't pitted yet, but the box has pitted, which means the box doesn't have to pit again. Which technically means he's got an advantage, unless he decides to... unless he does decide to pit again, because his tyres will be very dead near the end of the race. And Halarex, I think, just got a move done on AT there. Nice for him, and the DRS is now enabled. Oh, when he hits the wall, he ghosts, as Theo will be able to just go slide inside of him there, which sounded very odd. And the pit lane is very open to him there, as he can just dive in the pit and change that front wing. The Black Major has actually gapped the field by 1.6 seconds now, and he's extending that gap to Gianni, who is probably trying to conserve his tyres, but also Gianni is on the hard tyres, which means he will be much slower, but he will be able to come back at Black Major near the end of those tyres' lifespan. AT now on the AI car, I don't think when you see that. The box also onto the Williams. So Williams having a good race so far, both in the points, and Halares gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cut, and then ABC gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple ones. Double penalties, you love to see it. Well, you don't love to see it, but you love to see it when it happens, when you're commentating it. Anyways, State Daisy will be able to hold off the box with the DRS from Gianni. And now it's going to be a freeway battle for P2 as Black Major seemingly just manages to get off a bit more in the distance, getting those extra grip in the corners with medium tyres. But as I say that, it's around a 2-temp gain. And now the box gets a way better exit using the ERS and the DRS to get past Stade here. Stade not using any ERS, and will go take the outside line and potentially try to go for a switchback. He doesn't, but he does get the overtake done. Opens up the DRS and will now be on the chase for Gianni, who is has no DRS on him. Oh, has Black Major locked up a bit or messed up a bit? Gianni's gained around 5/10 since we last saw that on the straight before. Anyways, we've got the box revving up the engine as much as you like. Oh, and it's a yellow flag in sector 3. I believe that might be for Alarex out of the session, and the safety car comes out again. There's nobody even in the sector, and the safety car comes out. What? This might be Black Major's opportunity to go into the pit lane now and go on the hard compound tyres. The box actually could follow him if he wanted to, and Babak gets a drive-through penalty. Unfortunate, I was in a 100% Australia race last night, and I got a drive-through near the end for speeding on the safety car. I was trying to see if anyone was boxing, and I didn't pay attention to my delta, which is... yeah, still 15 laps of the race to go, which means anything is possible. Let's actually speak on Phil this race. He spinned it and binned it in Q1, which saw him out of the race, out of Q2 even. He made it through safely, but then that happened. Also, unfortunate for Halarex, who did have a good race until that spin. He obviously did lose his wing a bit, but made his way up the field, had a nice race, and yeah. I'm going to pull Louis in back into the VC now. Oh, okay. Oh, it didn't even... Oh, he left the VC. Just that was about pull him in. Perfect. Okay, well, actually, we have Captain Smek's incident here. Okay, I'm gonna leave the game for 1 second. We have a look at this incident. Okay. It looks like he's going for an overtake here, and he just clips onto Seth Martin. I can't really say that's Seth Martin's fault at all there. I don't know, he's the sort of both picked lines, and I've never seen that before. He loses both of his wheels. Let's have a look at that again. Yeah, he's sort of like, I see Seth Martin sort of drifting into him, but at the same time, he's entitled to that some sort of space there. Because the tyres, obviously, with the fuel loads, won't be able to get the best turn in, but unfortunate, nobody can do anything to help that. But now, oh wait, what was in here? Okay, right, there's been a lot of pit stops since we last run here. Let's have a look at the stop. So everyone is stopped now. Theo, now running in P2, doesn't have to pit again. Same with the box, running in P1, doesn't have to pit again. Seth Martin doesn't have to pit again in P3. The shift in order here, Black Major in P4 and Johnny in P5 will both be looking to make charges through the field. Johnny on the soft compound tyre, though, that is a really interesting strategy, which means he will have to go and pit again, but he will be looking to make the charge and potentially get miles ahead of the other drivers to go back onto the mediums. It's an interesting strategy, and it's the only driver to do it. Everyone else has pitted onto the hards or hasn't pitted at all. Just a reminder for everyone who's in the stream right now, you can vote for your driver of the day. It should be now there. It's the link which Nightbot just sent. Yeah, you can use that to vote for your driver of the day. Who do you think deserves it the most? It's been a very interesting race so far. We've had heaps of safety cars, which hopefully we're just learning by every race more and more how much the F1 game can screw us all over. 3 DNFs with 3 safety cars. That never happens, unless it's like a Monaco, but yeah, the game likes to screw us over, so we need to find ways to constantly go around it. But yeah, Race United has turned into something very nice, and you'll love to see it. Hopefully we can build together as a community, but less of the deep in it, and more of the let's get on with this race. So Theo now, running P12 before, now in P2. That's a 10 position gain. Also, if any driver actually does want to join the league, you can do so by doing !join or Discord even. It'll give you an invite link to the Discord server where you can go and vote. Or not vote, go and sign up. But besides that, the box will now have to hold off Theo. I think they're on the same lap old tyre, 7 laps old. So the battle for P1 here is fairly matched. Seth Martin, haven't seen this man contending for the points yet in the league, although it could be his maybe his first or second race. I'm stupid for forgetting that. And do you know what I am even more stupid for? I entirely forgot to put Racing League tools on. Oh no. Okay. Let's hope the game can like try and oh no. What have I done? Uh-oh. Live timing. What's happened here? Okay. Safety car is going to come in this lap. Let's have a look. The box leading the field once again. It's been held up by an AI driver. That's yeah. I feel like we should have some penalties for people who do that. And as well, it gets a 5-second time penalty for a collision on the safety car's in lap here. That's besides the point. Let's have a look. As the box is going a bit later than he has before. We haven't seen him go this late. And there we go. On the throttle, he knows this driver's trying to go past him. And Seth Martin Now into P2. Has to let Theo back though. And that allows Black Major to go into P3. Trying to go side by side with Theo into turn 1. Gets the inside line. Gets the move done. Theo won't let it go easy though, as he goes round the outside for the switchback with nearly see Dresden spin there. And now he goes into P2. Black Major, whoa, he ghosted. He must have spun a bit there. And now Theo maintains P2, but the box, 2.3 seconds in the lead now. Stay Daisy spins out. Unfortunate for him, he must have had a collision with Les Water. As Jani also spins out, goes into P12. His misfortune continues in the league. And now, let's go, is Forza Rex and W Best both get an overtake done. Forza Rexo is... Oh, okay, so it's just 2 AI drivers there. Yeah. Anyways, let's have a look. ABC gets the move done on Seth Martin. Seth Martin dropped quite a few positions off the start. 3 positions. He was in P2 at one point. He got an illegal overtake on Theo, so he had to let it pass. That's the unfortunate thing about safety car restarts. Anyways, let's go. Seth Martin. Actually lost over a second already to ABC. And now all the AI drivers getting overtook. W Best nearly goes into the back of Seth Martin there. Seth Martin running very slow. Something may have happened to him. But once again, the box has been given such a great opportunity to take the lead of this race and extend his gap to Theo. That's like really unfortunate for Gianni, who's already made his way back up into P7. He'll be trying to challenge W Best here. And he nearly pushes him in the pit lane, giving him little room. Hard but fair racing here. And now Gianni with the ERS is trying to use it all to get past him. Takes the inside line into turn 1. Gets the overtake done. W Best won't be able to contest it. Gianni on the fresher tyres, on the more grippy tyres even. Getting the move confirmed and sealed. And let's hope these AI drivers go to the back even more and more. And actually, there could be a battle between the AI drivers here. Let's see this. Joking, I'm not watching that rubbish. Anyways, let's go. Dresden is actually P7 and P6 with his teammate. It's his first league race in Racers United this season. He's doing quite well for himself. 4 times gained on his previous best lap. Let's see, is he's still in the DRS of his teammate. Let's see what he can produce. See if we can even try to go side by side. State Daisy also managing to get past the AI drivers. Didn't have the best safety car restart, was obviously running in P3 or P2 even. Early on in this race. And I believe he spun off the safety car restart, so very unfortunate for him. Now Gianni going on ABC, who doesn't have any ERS. You can see he's flashing at the back, and he should just be able to get the car done. Yeah, 1 full car length before the corner. He doesn't need to do DRS. DRS isn't for Gianni, and DRS actually will be enabled now. As Gianni can try getting the DRS of AT and possibly fight his way back up through the field. He gets the fastest lap on those soft compound tyres. They'll be dying out soon though, so he wants to watch out. But still, it'll be enough to make his charge up to potentially back up into P1. We've seen the pace he's proven so far on these softs. The question you've got to ask, what would have been if he didn't spin? Or maybe even got knocked out, I'm not too sure. Let's also focus on Black Major. I think he may have spun too. Started this race in P1, now running in P11. Could be going for the long strategy here. Some people will still have to pit. He is on the mediums. Will he be trying to take them to the end? Let's hope he will. There's Was once again in the pits, getting a new front wing in on those hard compound tyres. Be looking to take him to the end now. And bye. Spins, unlucky to him. Props to him though for even considering to start the race or considering to finish the race. Anyways, here we go. The box now 5 seconds ahead in the lead. Gianni will get the DRS on AT. Will he be looking to make the move now or at the next or on the first DRS straight? Let's have a look. He's getting. Not using any ERS. He's going to just sit behind and observe his options. He will just look to get the better exit. He ultimately does and will get the slipstream. Will he try and get the move done before this? He's only 4 times behind now, 3 times behind. It'll be very tight. He's going to go for the racing line there and gets a car length ahead before the before turn 1. And now the charge is on for Theo, who's on the hard command tyres. He's going to try getting the DRS is only 1.5 temps. That is very doable for Gianni. Gianni is a very committed driver. And what a comeback race for him so far. Was running in last just a few laps ago. Has now made his way back up into P3. But he is on the better tyres. He's 2 temps off his best. But that'll be nothing compared to Theo, who will probably be many temps off his best or many temps off of Gianni. He's actually maintaining the gap fairly well now. They're both on the exact same amount of VRS, which means they've both got a lot to defend. And he's actually losing time now. Those softs may be losing out time to the front runners. We also can't take AT out of the equation now, who might be looking to regain his position. As there's a yellow flag in Sector 2. That might be for the Ferrari of W Best, who spins out. Unfortunate to him. He's lost his front end, but his left end plate. And now Gianni actually manages to make it in the DRS of Theo through a mighty leap in Sector 2. They'll be dragging along AT though, who'll be looking to make the move also on Theo if he can get or keep and maintain his lead. Okay, anyways, into turn 1. Not into turn 1, into my sneeze. Anyways, very nice out of turn 1 there and turn 2, which allows him only 6 temps out now. The gap's closing more and more. Theo is looking to try and get out more and more though. And through this first sector right now, he's gained around 3 temps. He's looking to do it. Gianni's losing the grip on those tyres. But he does get a better exit on the straight, which will just ruin all the field's progress there. W Best out of the session. What's happened to him? He's retired in the pit lane. Okay, that is definitely better than retiring on track. Yeah, he mustn't have seen any point in continuing in the race, which is unfortunate to him. But from the way it's going right now, he actually probably will have finished in the points because the 2 AI cars will be disqualified from the race. Anyways, here we go. Gianni with the DRS on Theo now. Only 2 temps off. He might be able to make this a full car length before turn 1. Will he be looking to stay behind though and get the DRS into turn 1? He is. And now, just needs to get a better exit. And he's going to get the car length ahead. Oh, he slides a bit on the exit. Gives Theo a better exit. Overall, he does have more on the, or he has less on his wings. Theo won't even contest it. He's going to have to let it happen. But now, he has to watch for AT. Oh, he actually tried to defend it a bit there. But can't make it stick. He's just going to sit behind now. And try to get the DRS to defend from AT. Trying to mimic his actions on the softs compared to the hards. It may be a bit harder. That was a good joke. And now onto the old DRS straight. He's actually keeping up pace very well. He might be able to make his move back. Gianni can't seem to get any pace out of these tyres right now. Apart from out of there, he can. But then the slipstream is so effective around here. Just allows him to get... Oh. And the Red Bull also retires in the pit lane. Doesn't see he can get anything more out of the race. Which could leave for a P10 go down. Okay. Here we go. That was definitely not Butterby's race. He's had a alright season so far, but unfortunate to him. Anyways, yeah, Gianni sort of just pulled out in that second sector there. And even with the DRS, he's still losing out. Gianni is effortlessly just bringing the car along. And actually, so Daisy gets a move done with DRS. And ATJC has pulled out of DRS now. And Gianni comes into the pit lane. Same with AT. That must mean he's had a little moment there. It'll be a bit of an anticlimactic strategy because AT will be going onto the soft. And Gianni will be going back onto the mediums. Now that brings Sid Daisy into P3 and ABC into P4. Sid Daisy has made his charge up the field again to get his way back up into P4 or P3 even. And ABC will be looking, even with the time penalty, to try and get within a second and get the DRS on Sid and potentially extend his gap. let's talk about the box here. Nothing's been able to stop him so far. 9 seconds ahead in the lead. After that safety car restart, he's played it beautifully. Gianni's mistake cost him a lot. But even at the same time, the question is, would he have been able to maintain the gap to the box, even if he didn't spin out? I'll have to ask him after the race. But the box, once again, on his charge to make it 3 for 3 in Racers United. Doing McLaren proud. He's been carrying it solo on his back. There's been nobody really to help him at all at McLaren so far this season. He's the only sole point scorer for the team. And as he's going to lap 25 laps remain of the race. Theo also, what a race from him. 9 positions gained. He could be a contender for your driver of the day. Make sure to vote using exclamation mark DOTD. And also Dresden, 9 positions gained now. 8 positions gained as Gianni's making his charge through the field again to try and get on the podium. You can use, you've got DRS on Black Major here. These two have collided in the past. Will he be trying to go for a move here? He will. He's going to go. Will he make it a full car length ahead? I think he does. Into turn 1. Black Major's going to try to go later on the brakes. Tries to go behind him. And yeah, Gianni just on the better tyres. Faster car there. Just makes it through. Black Major on the P1 in quali. Is in P6 now. He hasn't had the best race, let's be honest. But it's good foundations for the Alpine team. A nice point to build their constructors campaign. Actually, speaking of this, McLaren, I think, will extend the lead in the constructors if the box can get the win here for them. It's nearly 10-second gap, nearly. As those hard tyres, which they went on to fairly early on in the race, are starting to die out now. Let's have a look, actually, at the tyre. Yeah. Dresden also. 16 laps on the mediums. Those will be very, very slow compared to Gianni's 1 lap old medium tyres. But now Gianni has all the pace in his hands. He's got 4 laps to gain around 6 seconds. Oh, not even that. Yeah, around 6 seconds if he wants to get on the podium today. It's definitely also way better for Gianni now. He's built some foundation on his first 2 races, which haven't been the best. He sets a fastest lap of a 1:34. And Lesbois spins out. But I don't think I'd be too worried if I was him, because he might actually just get himself onto the podium. Not on the podium. Get himself in the points if he can just hold on a bit longer. Anyways, here we are. Black Major on the 5-lap older tyres is actually building this gap a bit more to, actually closing the gap a bit more to Gianni. Maybe coming back to him now as Gianni's tyres maybe go through in a bit of a graining phase. There's actually definitely some corners you can see where Gianni just excels at, like that corner right there. He gains around a 10th and a half around that. It's definitely the 2nd and 3rd sector is where Gianni comes alive. And now in the DRS of ABC, going to make his, I think, 3rd move since he pitted. He's going to hold it off just a bit more. He definitely has the pace to get the move done here. Will he try to get it done here, though? He has to get it done here, surely. He can't sit behind for too long. That'll allow Stay Daisy to get away. Right, here we go. Will ABC fight it? He actually does. He tries to go very, very close from there. And ABC later on the brakes tries to get the move done on Gianni, but actually ABC will get the DRS on Gianni and he gets a little bit of a better exit. Gianni's exit was compromised a bit. He does follow behind a bit, but Black Major also are looking to get the move done. Sid Daisy gets a 3-second time penalty, which also just means that Gianni needs 4/10 to get in the podium positions here today in Jeddah. And Halarex now left the session, I believe. He was P50. Yeah, he DNF'd earlier on in the race. Okay. ABC now dropping like swiftly out of a second of Gianni and holding up Black Major quite a lot as Lesbois gets lapped there, and Black Major tries to go for a move around the outside in that very, very fast left-hander. He's on the better tyres, definitely. It means he'll just get more grip and he takes the inside line. He gets the move done on ABC. Drop 2 positions in 1 lap now. As Waz might be looking to unlap himself, which could cause some chaos for ABC. But ABC also now will get the DRS on Black Major, who is swiftly speeding up to get out of a second. They're both very low on the ERS, which means it'll be definitely more effective for ABC. But those tyres have just got less grip in them, which means, yeah, even with the combined DRS here, he's going to be very, very slow compared to Black Major. And now Gianni actually was only 1.7 seconds off of, what's it called? Stay Dizzy. But the 3-second time penalty will mean, oh, Dresden, no, what happened to Dresden? Oh, Dresden's lost it on the exit and he spun out. No, that's really, 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 really unfortunate from there. He was so close to points. Only 3 laps he had to wait. Or 2 laps even. And he would have had points. That's really unfortunate for him there. And, not the best way to start your Racers United campaign. Although he hasn't been the most motivated. So, honestly, great job to him for surviving 22 laps today. We'll call it 23 laps, actually. What a driver he is and what talent he has. It's unfortunate. Anyways, let's see Theo here. Came out of nowhere at the start of this race to P2. He is definitely a contender for driver of the day. Remember, one final time. Both driver of the day. Right now, well, it's in the chat so you can have a look. And Gianni, let's have a look at him. Did get the DRS on Say Daisy last lap. Let's have a look as he gets the DRS once again. Doesn't need to get this move done, but it's definitely doable. Jaden Mason, sure, have your shout out, lad. Big shout out to the big J dog. Right, let's go. As he goes on the Pearl nice and early. ERS and DRS deployed in the slipstream. He's got all 3 combined movements as Stade goes to the middle of the track to try and defend it. And Gianni may have went a bit earlier on the brakes to try and get the switch back. And oh, Stade Daisy spins! And Gianni, he nearly gets wing damage again. And Black Major in P4 now in ABC. Oh, Stay Dizzy. P3 moments ago, now in P6. Unfortunate for him, he did have a 3-second time penalty. And now that allows AT to get potentially him on either pace or time penalties. Stay Dizzy, what an error he has made. That very much killed his hopes of winning the race. Oh, not winning the race. Of getting in the top 5. And ABC gets another 3-second time penalty. So that could actually allow AT to jump 2 positions on the final lap here to cross the finish line. Anyways, here we go. We've got the box. What a drive from him so far. Actually, no, let's follow Black Major. As Black Major gets the DRS on Gianni out of nowhere, trying to contest his P3. No cars in between them now to stop them. And now Black Major will be pushing his heart out to try get on the podium for the first time in his Racers United campaign. Actually, it might be the 2nd time. But anyways, here we go. The box is around the final corner to go onto the final lap. As Black Major will try and get the move done on Gianni. Let's have a look. He's gaining. He's going to gain. He's going to gain. He's going to gain. But Gianni does have much more ERS. It'll have to be a very late lunge for Black Major to try and get moving in turn 1. He doesn't take it. F. Martin overtakes Coco. It's an AI, but he's in P8 now. So that'll be, I believe that's 4 points for him. So what a race he has had to start off his Racers United campaign. Black Major, though, just following and following on Gianni here to try and get the... oh, as well, spins out again. But it should be okay for him as he will get points in this race if he just manages to cross the finish line. But anyways, Black Major still on the chase for Gianni. But actually, no. Yeah, I'm going to postpone this for 1 second. The box. What a race for him. Started in I believe it was P3. Oh no, it was P2. Made his way up into P1. He's fought everyone off today. He's created a massive gap of over 13 seconds. He knows he's done it. He rounds the final corner to win the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, making it 3 for 3 in Racers United. Imagine if he DNF'd at the final hurdle there. And let's have a look at Theo also, who is also like 5 seconds ahead of everyone else. Made his way up from P12 to P2. What a drive from the Williams as he runs the final corner. And here we go, Gianni and Black Major also battling. And Gianni manages to go out on top on Black Major. ABC now being chased down by State Daisy, but it won't matter because AT will be able to take P5 off State Daisy and ABC. ABC from P5 to P7 and the final straight because of his time penalties. Seth Martin rounds the final corner to finish P8. What a drive from him. What a way to start off his Racing United campaign. 7-8. That was for the Hasses today. There we go. Race over. What a drive from everyone involved today. Yes. Let's go to the podium celebrations now. Okay, here we go. This is the box. What a guy. Coming out. Making it 3 for 3. 3 wins in Racers United. 3 wins. He is dominating this season. Who is going to be there to stop him? He's flawless. He makes no mistakes. He's managed to nurse those tyres along with Theo for 20 laps on the hard compound tyres. What a drive. Here we go. We also see the Williams up there on the podium with Gianni. Gianni finally has a little bit of luck. Not the best luck though. Everyone, remember to vote for your driver of the day. Exclamation mark, driver of the day. Come on, we need to get this. Okay, let's just quickly get everything here. Okay, let's go. And then I need to input all this information onto Racing League Tools. That was my bad. Okay, anyways, there we go. Let's go to the interviews. Right. The game's all like... Okay, that might just be me who said that. Okay. Anyways, I want to... Oh. I'm going to pull the box out. I want to say... Interview. I want to interview the box. No, first, let's interview Dresden. Okay, let's go. Alright, let's go to... not that screen. Let's go to... oh, here. This is what we want to go to. And then we'll go to the Ferrari. Okay. Hello, Dresden. Welcome to the interview room.
Yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity to give an interview.
So, you DNF'd, I think it was on lap 22. Obviously, you weren't the most motivated to race today. I convinced you to come along. But what a good race from you, and just give us your thoughts.
Yeah, was pretty unlucky in the qualifying, DNF'd early, so no chance for me for showing my qualifying pace. And then in the race, yeah, just was unlucky. After the second safety car, I crashed, I guess, into the Mercedes there was. Got front wing damage, so I had to pit and select the mediums, but I think lap 22 where I DNF'd or I spun in the wall, there I had like 65% tire wear, so I knew I have to take it easy through the corners and on the exit, but all the times with that much tire wear, the last laps before the incident, I took all time every time I took the line like this and accelerated normally, and then I just spun, so it was really unlucky, but it was fun, so
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's obviously it's your first race in Racers United, so congrats. It was we'll love seeing you drive, and it was unfortunate in qualifying. You definitely proved some pace until the spin, which I mean you managed to bring your tires out for that long, so that's like a positive in itself. What do you
appreciate it.
what do you think of the box win? It was like I think it was by like
Yeah.
13 seconds.
Yeah, I
He's
was
dominating
insane.
the
He
season.
has so much pace. He's his qualifying pace. He showed there that he has so much pace. There were some contenders. I think. Did he grab pole? I can't
He got
remember.
P2. It was Black Major who got pole by
True.
400.
It was pretty close, yeah. So
Yeah.
there he showed that he has the pace to win, and he showed it in Bahrain and Australia. So, as I said earlier, he is pretty strong, and I guess he's the guy to beat this year. To contend, he's the biggest contender for the championship, in my opinion. I think I don't have the pace, maybe on 1 or 2 tracks to challenge him, but it's gonna be really, really hard for anybody to challenge him. You got the pace in the qualifying, but in the race it's a whole different story because all the chaos and drama happening, first corner, so many safety cars, penalties, track limits, tire wear, everything comes together, and then you have just to perform like 110% in the race to get the win. And I think he showed us that he has really, really, really strong pace and can manage to handle all this stuff I said. So I think it's really, really hard to beat him this year for the championship. And yeah, congrats to him. 3rd win in a row, 3 out of 3. Yeah, I think it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can see more of you on the track. You were good races today. Unfortunate with the DNF, but it's like, how many races are left? There's still 13 races left. It could go in anyone's hands, so
Yeah, true.
yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
really
right,
much.
yeah.
It was really fun to race against all these people. Great races. Bit unlucky in the qualifying. I don't know yet what happened there. Maybe my teammate can send a clip for that so you can watch it. I don't know. But I'm looking forward to the next race, and hopefully I can bring some better pace and better competition to the next races. I don't know how it's gonna be with the sprint races. So there it's like a qualifying. Yeah, it's a qualifying turned into a race. So I don't know how my race pace is gonna be, and I think the box is completely dominating these races to now. So maybe it's gonna be very, very hard, as I said before, because he has so much race pace. In the qualifying, maybe he can be challenged by 1 or 2 drivers in the field, but on the race pace he showed us he's really, really strong. In Bahrain, he won by almost 30 seconds, and now by over 12. So with the sprint races, it's like a race. So he's gonna perform really, really, really well, and it's gonna be really, really strong. So it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, hopefully though, someone can bring the competition to him, and it's like Max Verstappen this season.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, right. Have a good night and good race.
Appreciate it. Bye.
See you. All right, let's bring our race winner into the BC. Okay, here we go. The box takes his 3rd victory of the season. The box.
Ooh.
What a race, bro. You started in P2. Actually, let's first get your thoughts on qualifying 3. You were on a really fast lap, and then in the last sector, it just it didn't come to you.
Yeah, out of that sector 2, out into sector 3, just binned it. Well, not binned it, but lost at least a 10th. So P2 still good.
But I mean, in the race, you dropped down into P3 off the start. Actually, no, you went into P1 for no P2 because an AI
I
car
got a brilliant
started.
start, but then
Yeah. But I mean,
I was on the wrong side of the grid though, so I just had no braking marker and went a bit too deep. Gave the place back to Black Major and thought I'd stick behind him for the rest of the race.
He was actually coming back at Johnny near the end of that race. He was actually. Do you know what happened to him? He disappeared for a bit.
I don't know. I think he put the wrong tires on or something like that. For some reason, he went on softs mid-race, and I don't know. I suppose that's it. Once you do that,
Yeah, I mean, once again, you managed to capitalize off the safety car and build your gap.
Yeah, I thought I'd try something different. Just box under the second safety car, go long on the hards, and hope there wasn't another safety car. Unfortunately, there was.
I mean, after that safety car, you were dominating. Like, it's like nothing
Oh,
can
yeah.
stop you. It's like
I was
Gianni
feeling
did
it
have a
little bit.
moment. Yeah, I mean, you kept
I mean,
it fast though. Like, you're unbeatable right now.
yeah, I mean, I had finished at the end like 70% tyre wear, so it wasn't exactly easy. I had a broken rear wing as well, so I was definitely taking it easy on the exits and making sure I wasn't spinning it.
Yeah, I think you've actually got the wrong name. You know, it's not the box, it's the goat. Yeah, you just need to change that name
First
real
time
quick.
somebody's called me that.
The goat 93. Let's go. But yeah, can we see more of this? Especially for McLaren, we need to find you a good teammate. You've been pretty
Yeah,
much alone in every single race. You're the only point scorer for McLaren, and you're still at the top of the constructors. Tell me how.
I don't know. It's not going to last. Just being lucky. Unfortunately, there are a couple of tracks coming up, aren't there, that I'm not very good at. I know there's Baku and Austria. I mean, just damage limitation in those tracks, I think. So
Yeah.
might as well
Well,
score all the points I can now.
congrats on another win, and hopefully you win the next one and the next one and the next one.
We'll see.
All right. Have a good night.
Yeah, see ya.
See ya. That was the box. That's our race winner today, right? I feel like we should bring. I want to bring Ollie into the BC actually. Yeah, he didn't race. He's a fellow engineer. Let's have a look. Let's bring him in. Hello, Ollie. Ollie.
Hello.
Hello, Black Major. What did you think of his pole position? Let's first start off with Alpine's pole position.
I was eating my KFC while watching that, and I think that was a very good lap. And it was unlucky for Fox to almost nick it from him.
Yeah, it was definitely a tight battle for P1 there. I believe Black Major must have spun sometime in between a safety car because it hindered him very much. I mean, he managed to make his way up into P4 near the end there. He was fighting with Gianni for the third spot on the podium before, like, literally on the last straight, you could see it. They were battling each other. What do you think of Black Major's drive today, actually?
I think it was solid. It was a bit of bad luck throughout the race with a couple of safety cars. He had the right strategy. It was just a bit of stroke of bad luck, which hindered it slightly. But
yeah. He managed to hold off the box for the first half of the race, which was
very impressive. Which can
definitely shows that he's got potential for future races. Which actually, just speaking to the box, said he might not be that good at.
Yeah, because I've been listening to the stream.
Yeah. I mean, it's a impressive performance for the full Alpine team. You gained some good points with both your drivers today.
All fine.
It's like the team is starting to click into place. What do you think of where do you think Alpine's going to be heading this season? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad?
We're heading in the right direction. We've got a competitive attitude, and we're in it to win it. So we just got to reflect that onto race with a couple of stroke of good lucks.
Yeah, I mean, McLaren right now it's been a one-man show, definitely.
Yeah, which could eventually be their demise.
Yeah, which we need to, as the team principal, I definitely need to fix that.
Yeah.
It was a good race, and let's hope Alpine can
enjoyable, and Alpine will shoot up the leaderboard this time with a.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what the standards is actually going to be, but I'm pretty sure Alpine is going to be up there. So
not quite on the level of the box yet. Just rename McLaren.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
have a good rest of the day.
Yeah, you too.
See ya. Oh, I just cut him off there. We've got 3 more people to interview. Okay, let's bring the P2 of Theo in. Where's the Williams? Where's the Williams? Okay, here we go. Let's bring Theo up into the commentary room. PO62. Easy unmutes a second. He gets into the pick. Right, okay. So in quali, you actually took a little risk and it backfired on you. You could have definitely made it into Q2 there, but you DNF'd on one of your laps. We were watching along with you when that happened. But nevertheless, you managed to make your way back up into P2 from P12. So let's just give us your thoughts on that race.
Well, in quality, I was already guaranteed to go through because a couple cars behind me at DNF, but I don't know what I was doing. I managed to just drop it on the exit of the start of Sector 3, I think it was. Then in the race, really good strategy, focusing into the safety car. And yeah, got me P2.
What was your tyre wear at the end of that race?
I'm not too sure, but I think it was roughly 72, I think.
Yeah, you and the
I was
box, you
like
boxed on
19
the same
laps.
lap, yeah.
Yeah.
You boxed at the same time, and I mean, it paid off for both of you, so yeah, it's some good points for Williams today. I also
I'm
think
getting 2 drivers.
Yeah, you had 2 drivers for one. That's going to shoot you up in the constructors' standings. You 18 points plus, like, I'm pretty sure your teammate managed to get up into P6 at the end, so it'd be like 26
Would have
points.
been P4 if there wasn't a collision, but that's for the stewards.
What happened with the collision?
I couldn't see that properly, but my teammate obviously got spun around from what I was aware of.
You got spun around, so that definitely is something for the stewards. But yeah, obviously you haven't won yet. Haven't won a race. You've won a race in Races United before, but this season, it's been basically a one-man show by our man the box, or as I like to call him, the GOAT. So what's your thoughts on the box? Do you think you can challenge him this season?
Well, I don't think anybody can. I think the only way anybody can beat him is if some random backmarker just straight lines it into him. There's no way anyone can beat him.
Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen. That's is the team principal is my man, the box. I definitely need to find a different driver. I mean, would you maybe opening at McLaren? Is that something you'd be looking to actually know? Is he looking for any mid-season swaps?
I think I'm quite happy at the Williams.
You think you're quite happy at the Williams, so you won't see yourself going to any other team anytime soon?
Williams, when you get in this Drivers' Championship at some point.
Yes. So,
The drivers, constructors, I mean, man. We're never getting drivers.
the box has actually maximised every race except from 2, where you just missed out on 2 points. But
he's too good.
Yeah, let's hope someone can bring the challenge to him sometime soon. But yeah, it was a good race, and yeah, congrats. You might be a contender for Driver of the Day as well. Everyone remember to vote for Driver of the Day.
Hopefully.
What's your speech to the people about your Driver of the Day?
I don't know. Just give me a vote.
Yeah, the wise words. Anyways, have a good night. I will probably join you in VC in about 10 minutes. BRB.
Alright.
Okay, that's Theo. That's my guy. I was whooping his ass on Bahrain earlier. Okay. Anyways, we've got 2 more to interview. We've got the Alfa Romeo here of Captain Smek. Let's bring Smek inside. Smek, unfortunate race for you. It ended quite early on. We actually did speak to you midway through the race. But yeah, unfortunate for you. What do you think of the race which actually happened? We've discussed mainly most of your race now.
I think the race was going pretty well, to be honest, as I hadn't hit any walls. I just got slammed into a wall. But
We actually managed to see the footage. It looked like Seth Martin turned in a bit on you, but at the same time, he just like, I don't know, it was like, I love a bit like a racing incident. These were very close to each other. Nothing either of you could really do there.
But he could drive further. I couldn't. I lost both my front wheels.
Yeah, I saw that. But hopefully, you can rebound better next race.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of the race which actually happened? I don't know if you saw much of it, but
it was pretty okay.
How do you think this affects your constructors and drivers
Not
championship?
very much, but Johnny has had a pretty good race today.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Which gave us a lot of points.
Yeah. Actually, what do you think of your teammate? He hasn't had the best luck in like recent races. He was probably in contention to win both of them
Yeah,
until those incidents happened. So, what do you think of a P3 race today?
I think that's a pretty good result. He also had a great recovery from being from P14 before he pitted
Yeah,
again
we saw
to
that.
P7.
That was a lovely race from him.
Yeah,
Yeah, hopefully Alfa Romeo can keep on the pressure. I think you are battling with
yeah,
the Williams now.
yeah. Hopefully we can see Johnny pass the finish line first one day.
Yeah, right now it's definitely being controlled by the box.
Yeah, Johnny looks like a race win
Winner.
contender from box.
Yeah. So good luck in the next race. We'll see you next week.
Yeah,
See you.
see ya.
Okay, right. Finally, let's bring RTG into the VC. Oh yeah, alright, let's go. RTG, you was actually on the last lap. You were running P5 and then you got a time penalty, which ultimately put you into P7, I think it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really unfortunate. It was P5 to P7 must have hurt a bit. You explain your thoughts on that, like on the time penalties.
Well, the time penalties were caused from tire deg. It was absolutely atrocious. The second 3-second penalty came from me trying to push a bit too hard to clear for the first 3-second one I got. Ended up just going a bit too far, and then getting 6 so total.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
happy I didn't drop down to P8, but
yeah, P7 is still some good points at this point in the season. And there's obviously 13 races to make up for any mistakes you might have made so far.
yeah, I mean, the first 2 races are definitely something to forget about. This one I thought was better. I improved over my qualifying position.
Yeah, you've definitely shown some stronger pace in this race compared to others, and hopefully, if you keep the charge on, you can capitalize on some mistakes or maybe errors by other drivers in coming races and get some
Yeah.
big points. Yeah, good luck in the next race, and I'll see you then.
Yeah, thank you.
Right, see you.
Yep.
Right, okay, that's all the interviews concluded. We're gonna end the stream there. So we actually did have. Okay, right. So the box once again takes victory in Racers United, making it 3 for 3 in this season so far. What a drive from him. Theo manages to make it up from P12 to P14. No, P2. P12 to P2. And Johnny breaks the curse and finally gets on the podium for the first time this season. Another reminder for everyone to vote for your driver of the day. Drivers, do not vote for yourself. That is very, very cheeky. Spam it in the chat now. Just make sure. Vote for your driver of the day. Everyone should be on there. Race. Well, the vote does end tomorrow, so be sure to get your vote in by 8 p.m. tomorrow UK time, which is around 22 hours and 43 minutes. So yeah. Anyways, see you next race. Where we'll see you next week actually, where we are racing at Imola, and I think it is going to be the first sprint race of the season. So watch out who will take pole in the sprint.